Hello guys, good morning. If you hear me, can you give me a thumbs up? How are you all doing? How was the week for you guys? Very bad that you are spending some time with me over the weekend now. Though you had a busy season, right? March 15th. I was also super busy with the extensions, with no sleep, nothing. Yeah, I can understand. Good to hear. Good to hear. I don't want to take any name. If you think wherever I am working, I work there. Simple. Okay. Maybe you're right, but I can't spell it out. We have something called independence, right? So because of that, I can't spell it out. But maybe you're right. Okay. Okay. So let's get started for today. Okay. Now where are we starting? So last week we were looking through the forms. So we need to start on the core technical starting this week, right? So then I was thinking, where should we actually start? Okay, because there are various ways where I can start the session. I could start the session from introduction. I could start the session from what do you say? From individual tax, or maybe anything else. But there's a unlike from what I have been doing. Okay, this is where I said, whoever asked me, can I look into the prior batch material or prior batch videos. Okay, that's the reason I said hold on until the new batch starts, and then you can look through things. Okay, because I'm trying to change few things here and there, and this would be one of the biggest one, the one which I'm doing today. Okay, right. So now where am I starting? So I gave a very big thought about where I should start uh, with the with this session. One second, guys. One, two. Okay. Mm, okay. So why not I start somewhere which is a bit of scoring. Okay. So now if I have to open my, sorry, put it in chat, but your voice is not audible. So put it in chat. If you have a question, put it in chat. Okay. I'll come to the homework also. Okay. I'll not forget that. Hmm? Okay. So then I thought, why not we start with something which is really scoring. Okay. Rather than tougher one, something which is scoring, something which is a bit interesting. Okay. So why not we get started with something uh which is scoring, and which we can complete in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks in the sense about 4 to 5 sessions, and feel that okay, oh my god, two topics or three topics are completed. Okay. So if I have to open my, okay, now anyone using system, okay, open the bulletin. You can't hear anything. Can you hear me now, guys? Can you hear me, or can you don't hear me?
Yes, hear you.
Yes is what? Don't, or you hear, right? Okay, okay. Then Kishore, maybe you can. Kishore, you can hear now. Kishore Kumar, can you hear now? Okay, okay, okay. Someone go to the bulletin. Last week we have seen how to open the bulletin. Open the bulletin and go to the place which is almost the end of part 1. Tell me what topics are there. Fastest finger. Talk, 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 talk. No chatting. Talk. When you are saying the topic, talk. Ramya, unmute and talk.
Hello.
Yes,
Hi, sir.
yes, Ramya.
Last topic was specialized returns for individuals. It consists estate tax, gift tax, and international information reporting.
Okay. So mute yourself. So that's the one which we'll be focusing on. Okay. So someone else, not Ramya, someone else. Can you tell me how much score do we have for that? For that specific uh, domain.
13%, sir.
How much?
13.13%.
Someone is saying 15. What is this 15? What is this 13?
But it's mentioned
13%.
in
Hmm. So Ramya, what is this 15 then? Not weightage. I'm talking about how many marks, what the score of, or the number of questions. I'm talking about the number of questions. It says domain, next to domain, it says number of questions. How many number of questions do we have? 11, right? Now you see, with the number of questions, the weightage out of 85, we have about 11. Of which, if it is a tough question, the weightage can be more, right? And if it's easy, the weightage can be a little less. So how about we complete this 11, these topics which are of 11. So aram say we can get about 11 questions of them right 100%. Okay, so this is where we are starting. Okay, so we could start at income tax, we could start at the introduction, we could start at individual tax, but that's how I used to start in the past. But now I thought, why not I start here? I complete 3 of them and I'm just done. I'm just done with gift tax. I'm done with estate tax. I'm done with international tax. One domain is done, the easiest one, and a bit of scoring. Estate takes some time to little time to understand, but once you understood, it's scoring enough. Okay, so I'll take you through things, so and it will be easy for you. Okay, so that's where we will start our sessions. Okay, so and this is the change from my prior sessions. With my prior sessions, I used to start somewhere else, but for this session, um, I thought I will start with gift tax, estate tax, and international. Okay, and the first one that would come today is gift tax. Okay, now homework. Who did the homework? How many did the homework? Okay, what was the homework? Last year, T.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
It was about
understanding the forms,
Mm-hmm.
the information, the flow of information from one form to another.
Mm.
So there were so form 1040 is the main one,
Mm-hmm.
and there are the related schedules,
Mm-hmm.
and there are other forms.
Mm-hmm.
So what I understood was initially from form W2,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the income or salary that the employer is paying,
Mm-hmm.
that will flow to line 1A of form 1040.
Okay, you hold your thought there. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
go to someone else from here to continue. Sandeep DA.
Good morning, sir.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Sandeep.
Sir, I thought like I have a, I thought I should just download the forms and just keep it. I thought that was a homework. I did that.
You are so sweet, buddy. I want.
I'm really sorry. I've just done that
Okay,
because
but
I'm really
relax. Yeah.
new to the US tax. I just completed my graduation. I thought that was my homework and that I have to do it.
No. Okay. But I think I need to appreciate you for being so honest. Thank you so
I'm
much.
really sorry, sir.
No. There's nothing to be sorry about. Okay, honesty is what I like. So I think yes. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So Ritesh Mehta, can you continue from what last year was talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. I also forget to do the homework.
Guys, okay, this time now I will have you those in school. Uh, we used to have students write, right? I'll write and I will have them repeat, huh? Amma, oh my God. Because I used to have an English teacher, she used to have us write everything, okay? And we used to, our writing, that was the last period, okay? And we were in a rush to go home, pack our bags and go home, but she never used to let us go home until 1 minute or 2 minutes of the bell rings. We used to write the homework and we used to spell it out. Oh my God. Huh? Raghuram, don't tell me the same answer. Huh? Hmm?
Hello.
Yeah, Raghuram.
Yes, sir. The homework was about downloading the forms and to better understand what the form says, uh,
Mm,
where to where we need to fill up all the details when submitting the tax returns, such as wage statements, 1040,
mm.
and all the other forms like capital gains and losses, itemized deductions in each and every form, which we need to download and see those things.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Sushmita Nair.
Yes, sir. I'm really sorry, even I'm not able to recall it, but I believe it was like we need to go through the forms which you
Yeah.
just introduced just last class, in the last class.
Yeah. So did you go through the forms?
Yes, I just downloaded it. Not 100% I go through each and every line item, but I just downloaded it and I'm having that physical copy with me also.
Okay. Guys, one request, huh? Don't don't do things when you come to the session and say that I from next time. Because the reason this exercise or homework concept is so that you get into the habit of studying in a consistent manner. So that's the idea behind it. Okay. So because it was first class forms and other things, it is fine. Okay. But
Sure.
from going forward, okay, because you see at the end of the day, if we don't go through what's done in this 1 week or what's done 2 days, we are accumulating it. So when we study, we used to, our teachers or mom or dad used to say it, right? Don't accumulate your study, don't accumulate your study. And but we used to accumulate everything. Mainly in degree, we used to accumulate a lot. We used to study only before exams. रट मार के जाते थे. right? So let's not do that. Okay. This exercise is only to put ourselves into a way of consistent study. Okay. Okay. That's it. Let's get started with today's session. Okay. So just to summarize about what the exercise that we wanted to have last week was, our homework last week was to download the forms and understand the flow of numbers from all the schedules or forms onto my page one. Okay, say we have something on schedule A, which is itemized deduction. How does it flow onto my page one? Or if I have something on schedule 2, okay, how does it flow onto my uh, page one of 1040? Or otherwise, okay, I need to put a number on my 1040 page one, line number something. Where is that coming from? Which schedule or which form it's coming from? So that's the flow which we need to understand. So this will help you better understand the subject. Okay. Okay, now let's get started with something something of today's session. And I think, okay, as I was saying, it's more about man, 1 second. Okay, now you see, so where we starting? We are starting at uh, what was the domain number? Whoever said it? Sorry, I need to still learn the names, but uh, domain 6. Okay, so domain 6 we have gift tax, we have estate, and we have international, right? These three only, right? So of 11 questions. Okay, so this is the one which we would be completing. Okay, now how are we doing this whole session? Okay, first we'll do these two, and then we'll go to international. Okay, international one is a very small one. Okay, maybe about an hour and we'll be done. Okay, so most of the time we will be spending with gift and estate, and within gift and estate we'll be spending more time with estate. Okay, with gift it will be easy to understand. Okay, and with estate we need to spend more additional time. Okay, yeah, you're right, Ajay. Okay, now, okay, before I get started, just for others who have not yet taken exam, who, whoever who has taken exam. Okay, is there anyone who has taken exam earlier on this whole group? I see about 94 people here. And this 94 is there anyone who has already taken exam once? Okay, I think about maybe 5% would have taken the exam. Then they would not been successful, and they're doing it. That is fine. Like I also failed once, so that's not a big deal at all. Okay, we just need to learn and we just need to pass. Simple. Okay, now do you see a benefit? Whoever is whoever has taken the exam or whoever has studied part one earlier, do we see a benefit of starting these three topics first? Or meaning, is it beneficial to start this topic first than anything else on individuals or than anything else on part 1. Okay, good. So I think you're giving me more, you're keeping me motivated, and at the same time you're also keeping the others people other people motivated. If they have a question in their mind, why gift tax now, which is a topic at the end. Okay, because we are going with a we are going with a point wherein what क्या बोलते हैं उसको, something which is scoring. Okay, so now the way we'll cover estate and gift tax. What is the way we'll cover estate and gift tax? Okay, now the way we'll cover estate and gift tax is, so I'm talking about gift and estate. Okay, and this same goes with individual tax. The way I take through gift and estate or individual tax. So first we'll talk about overview. Meaning इसमें क्या रहता है? What is that we need to know? What is that we need to understand? What is that we need to what is the overview of this overall topic? Why this topic? What do we need to know in this topic? Meaning, what do we need to know in gift and estate? What not? Okay, so we'll talk about the total overview. Okay, and then go into each of these topics individually. Okay, and okay, and in individuals also, when I start individuals, because after gift, estate, and international, I'll be starting with individual. Okay, when I start individual also, I think about one full session or maybe 2 sessions. I'll talk only about sorry guys, sorry for my only overview. What do we have in individual? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something. And this is all individual tax. Then we pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and go on and complete our individuals. So basically the first I want to have and give you an overview and then get into the details of the topic. So this is one change from what I have been doing in the past. Earlier I used to directly jump into the session. Now I am not jumping into the sessions, jumping into the topic. Okay, now today it will all be overview, and I'll be taking it really slow. For the next 3 to 4 classes, it would be like I'm walking in slow motion. And I'm slowly picking up. So I'm super slow. I increase my speed. I increase my speed. I increase my speed. I'd be like this if you put me on a graph. Or be not 0.5x, 0.25 cholo. Okay. So I'll be really slow so that you get habituated the way I teach. Okay. And you get because there are folks who are really new to the subject, and they'll get and they'll try to start understanding. It's new to them, right? And for anyone who is already into tax, meaning the experienced people, I just want you to bear with me for about 1 to 3 sessions until we have, because until we give the others the opportunity to help themselves to catch up us. Okay. Okay. Now the very first thing that we have, as we said, is transfer taxes. Now, why is it called transfer taxes? We'll talk about it. But as we said, we'll talk about gift tax, we'll talk about estate tax, and we'll talk about generation skipping. What is this generation skipping and why is it coming here? Okay, so we'll talk about this. Okay, now what is transfer tax? You see, say I have a property. Okay, and if I'm giving this property to someone, some X person, because I'm giving this property to someone, to this meaning or to this X person, I need to pay tax. Why is it? Because I such because you see, I can move property from me to myself for a couple of reasons, right? One is out of love, out of care, etc. Then this is good. Hmm? The other one is tax avoidance. Say if the property is on my name, if I have to pay more tax, what would I do? I would move it on to some other person, maybe my spouse name or my son's name or whoever it is, so that I can lower my tax. Now, IRS is also cranky. It understands it. So that's where, and what is this called? Transfer, right? I'm transferring the property from myself to another person. So, okay. So IRS says, okay, buddy, you're transferring the asset from me, from yourself to someone else. Pay me some tax. That's called transfer tax. And that's what we are talking about. Okay, you see, in gift, what happens? In gift, what happens? I'm giving a gift to someone. Okay, guys, you don't start putting something on my screen, buddy. Kishan Kemka, you don't play with my screen. Okay. Uh, huh. With gift, what happens? There'll be a father or there is a brother, okay, who gives some gift to, I don't know, okay, daughter or sister. Hmm. Do you know why I put this? This is the relation wherein all gifts go, right? Not the reverse way. Huh? Everyone agrees to this? Brothers, you agree to this? There is some other relation also. I'm not going there. But this is the place from where every time it goes, right? Huh? Pura pocket kali. Hmm? So, whenever a bro gives something to sis, yeah, hey man, Gaurav is lucky, huh? Okay, so the amount that's given by bro to sis or sis to bro or father to daughter, daughter to father, there is something moving between them. What if I can call that as a property? Okay, so and which is a gift. It is a transfer, right? Transfer of property on which I have to pay tax. Do I really need to pay tax on gift that I give to someone? We'll talk about it. But it's a transfer on the property on which I need to pay tax. Okay, I'll change the font color. Okay, it's a transfer, right? Gift is a transfer of property to pay tax. Gift is a transfer of property to pay tax. It applies to any asset. You're giving something. Generally, it's to real property. Okay, but it could be anything else which can be valued. Okay. Hmm? So with gift, that's what happens. The property passes from one person to another. Because the property passes from one person to another, it is a transfer tax. Okay. Now let's come to estate. Now, what is this estate all about? Estate is all about when a person dies, the property passes on to the legal heirs. So this is a transfer, right? So on this transfer, there is a tax that needs to be paid. Okay. And there's a mechanism to this. And the only thing we are trying to understand for now is why it is a transfer tax. Because the property transfers from one person who dies to another, it is called a transfer tax. Okay. We'll talk more about it, but the title has to transfer. Supraja. Okay. Without a transfer of title, it's not a transfer. Okay. We'll talk about it. Okay. If I have to say it right away, it is called present interest or future interest. Okay, Supraja. So if the title is transferred, it is a present interest. If the title is not a transferred, it's a future interest. Okay, we'll talk more about it just for discussion matter to answer your question. Yes, we do talk about titles. Okay, now with estate, you see with estate what happens? A person dies, this person died. Okay, when this person died, what would happen? The property moves from him to the legal heirs, mom and kids, and this is a transfer of property. And on this transfer of property, there could be a tax that need to be paid. So that's the reason it is called transfer tax. Okay, Nishta? So we understood why it, gift tax is a transfer tax, why estate tax is a transfer tax. And there is something called GSTT, generational skipping transfer. This is not a tax. This is not a tax. Actually, it is something like a penalty. You know, there are some good people who do planning, meaning bad planning. Meaning they think they are acting cleverly, but not, they're not acting cleverly. So what they do is, so you see, this is head of household. Then say for example, for now, let's say this is generation 1. Okay. Then there is another generation, sons and daughters. Let's take 2 for now. Then pota poti. And there is also the next generation. So this guy is seeing the 4th generation. Okay. Now what this guy does is the first one, this guy, he instead of transferring the property to this immediate next generation, he transfers the property to the 4th generation. Okay, let's assume. You know what benefit this guy would get for that? The present value of estate. And he would be paying lower taxes. Okay, when he is moving the property to later generations. Okay, so he is escaping some tax, right? So what IRS says, okay, buddy, you're trying to escape your tax, pay me some penalty. And that penalty is my generation skipping transfer. Okay, you will, it is very little that you can understand right now, but when we talk in detail about generation skipping, maybe I'll have a couple of examples there and you'll understand it better. Okay, now this is all we have for today. Okay, this is all. Maybe I have about 3 or 4 pages of material, and that covers only this, what we have discussed until now. Nothing more, nothing less. All this time we didn't look at the material and we discussed it. Now we look into the material and we read through it and we try to understand if there are examples, we'll also understand them. Okay, and to whoever who has taken my sessions earlier, this is my new format of material. It's no more slides now. It's all, it would all be like a textbook with some highlights, colorings, and all those stuff. Okay, so this is my new book. I'm trying to make it like a book. So by the end of this session, we are done. So you'll be as if you have a good new EA Part 1 book. Okay. Okay. Right. So the way, and let me tell you something, this section has not yet started that way. So the way it would, the way the book, where can I get the book? Arey yaar, ruko na Bhumi. I'm still saying something. Okay, I'll tell you where the book. I haven't. I'll tell it. I'll tell it. Give me 2 minutes. Okay. So once this starts, okay, I have not yet gone into the full-fledged stuff. So okay. Before even that, mine would mainly be a conceptual study. Okay. So it would be like the for any topic, the way it would be built is I'll start with the concept. It would say there concept, then I'll have an explanation to this. Okay, then I may have examples and any final thoughts. So this is how this is how things will be built up. Okay, once we get into the actual topic. Okay, now where can you get this? I have not yet uploaded this to LMS portal. I'll be uploading this to LMS portal and you can find it there. Okay, Biba. I was just saying it. I'll be uploading this one to the LMS portal. Okay. I'll be uploading this to LMS portal and you can take it from the LMS portal. Now you see, I'll be giving exercises and homeworks and that would all be from this material. So I have to upload it somewhere. It will be in LMS. Bhumi dear, I just said it. I'm still working on this material. As we go on with the sessions, I'm working on the material. Yes. Okay. So there would be a point wherein I'll be completed by the end of this batch, or maybe little early. So there's no way you'll get a hard copy. The reason being, I'm still working on it. Okay. Because I'm trying to put in my thoughts on how I can make things easy. So it will slowly evolve as the batch goes on. It's okay, Biba. It's okay. Okay. Now, so we are talking about transfer taxes, right? So we are talking about gift tax, estate tax, or GSTT. So for today and maybe tomorrow also, okay, we are all talking about overview. Okay. So overview is the one which because I have been speaking for the past 15 to 20 minutes, right? That is all you will see in these 4 or 5 pages. Okay. But I want you to understand. Okay, you have listened to me for 15 or 20 minutes. Now I want you to understand. Okay, upri ho gaya abhi. Now put it into your brains and veins and other things now. Okay, now once you understand this, then you'll understand when we go to the gift tax, then to the extent tax, you'll start to understand things more better. Okay, overview is important. Okay, so that's the reason I'm taking special care on overviews. Okay, now you see what's the introduction. Okay, now I'll do this. I'll take help of people. Again, my mouse is moving. Vishal Thakur, unmute yourself and read the first paragraph for me. Vishal Thakur.
Yeah, just a moment.
You see my screen?
Yeah, I can see my screen. I can see your screen. For most of the 20th century and at key point throughout American history, the federal government has relied on estate and inheritance taxes as source of funding. The most transfer tax system introduced in 1916 provides revenue to federal government through taxes on transfer of property between living individuals.
Interviewers transfer.
Okay, interviewers transfers as well as through a tax on transfer of property at death.
Next one also.
Okay, a transfer tax is a charge levied on the transfer of owner or property or title to property from one individual or entity to another.
Okay. Now, everyone, these 2 paragraphs we have understood, right? You see, we are now what is all taxes about? It's about the tax on transfer of property between individuals, which is gift, living individuals, right? And it's tax of property on from a person who has died. Now, what is that? Estate. Okay. Now, what is transfer tax? Transfer tax is the tax on transfer of ownership. Someone asked me, should title transfer? Do you get your answer? That's the transfer tax. Okay? No. Okay. Now, my Sushmata Nair. Guys, you need to unmute yourself so quickly that
Yes, sir.
because we have less time, right? With everyone. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The code imposes a tax on an individual's gratuitous transfer of property. If the transfer occurs during the owner's life, it is subject to federal gift tax. If the property passes by virtue of death of the owner, the federal estate tax applies. If the recipient of the transfer is 2 or more generation younger than the person making the transfer, the separate generation skipping transfer tax also applies.
The next one was
Okay, reason for transfer taxes. Keep the wealthy families from retaining too much money over generation, which may be unfair. Increase individuals pay their fair share of taxes to the government.
okay. Thanks, buddy. So now you see what is gracious transfer. I say they dena, right? In what is Vivo's transfer? We'll come there, buddy, when we'll talk about estate tax, right? So there, okay. One thing I'll tell you, if I'm not touching upon any of the definitions, we'll get there. It means that we will get there, okay? Because the way, if Pritesh, I think you're new to the way I teach, right? So I pick on each and every word, okay? And if there is something new, I talk about it. And say if I'm not talking about it, meaning it's coming up in the future at the right point of time. Okay, so the right point of time for interviewers transfer is estate tax. Okay, I'll speak about it there. Okay, so gracious is like I say de diya maine. Gift tax. It's a gracious transfer, right? What is the money, if I have to for the person who is receiving it, what is the money he has to pay? Does he have to pay anything? There is no consideration between the transfers, right? Is there any consideration between the transfers? Gift is there. I'm there. I'm giving a gift to my son. Is there any consideration? I'm giving the gift, but is my son giving a consideration to me? Okay, someone has passed away, okay, and he is passing the property to his legal heirs, okay. Is there okay, he's passing the property. Is the person who passed away getting anything out of it? There is no consideration, right? So whenever there is no consideration, it is like gracious. Yeah, it could be love, it could be affection, it could be the way what do you say, because of the legal hair system and all those stuff. Gaurav, you said no for something, philanthropy, and said no. I didn't understand. Put it on chat. Okay. Okay, so that's the gracious transfer. Okay, now this code is all about gracious transfer. Now we have understood in general about gift, in general about estate. Aren't these two gracious transfers? Because we don't get anything out of it, right? So whoever is doing, right? So it's like I'm not okay. You see, there's a person X, okay? He's giving something to someone. In general, what happens? There is a consideration which goes, meaning what? I give property. So this is A, this is B. I give property to property. A gives property to B, and B gives consideration. Okay, say if the FMV is say $10,000. Okay, now B is paying $10,000. So this is also a transfer, but it's not a gracious transfer. It's something like a sale. Okay, which wherein money is involved. But if there is a property, there is a person, okay, wherein property is getting transferred, but there is no consideration. Okay, the worth of the property is 10K. Okay, I give only 50,000. I give only say $500. Meaning, it's not the full consideration I'm giving. I'm giving some consideration to A. Okay, which is so little, so minimal that it's so gracious. Are bhai, he gave me an asset of 10,000, worth 10,000 just for $500. He's so gracious. So that's a gracious transfer. Makes sense, Kishore. Okay, so that's my line number 1. Okay, so the code imposes tax on the individual's gracious transfer of property. Okay, now what are the gracious transfers that we have? Gift, estate, GSTT. We already spoke about this, right? If the transfer occurs during the owner's life, meaning I'm not a dead. Okay, I'm giving something to someone, I'm not a dead. Okay, or the other person who is receiving also is not a dead, meaning I'm giving a gift to someone. If it is between persons who are living, it is a gift. But okay, so that's my second one. The transfer occurs between during the owner's life, it is subject to federal gift tax. Okay, if the property passes by virtue of death of the owner, estate tax applies. Okay, some person passed away and he is the owner of the assets, he is transferring property to someone else. Here also there is a transfer, but the point is the person who is transferred has passed away. No, there is no percentage of consideration. It should just be gracious. Okay. If the recipient of the transfer is 2 or more generations younger than the person making the transfer, the separate generation transfer tax applies. So I just gave an example. Okay, Supraja, it means it's not the worth of the asset. Bhai, you see, if I give you a, if you give me, Supraja, okay, if you give me a give me a 10-gram gold coin. You're giving me a 10-gram gold coin without any money. Okay, I don't give you anything. Is it a gracious transfer? It's a gracious transfer. Okay, now let's talk in money terms. Okay, what is the amount of money for 10 grams of gold that you're giving me to make it up gracious? If I'm just giving you $1,000, what is 10 grams of gold today? I think around 50,000. I think so. Okay, or maybe 40,000. For a 40,000, if I'm giving only about $1,000, only about 2,000, only about 5,000, any of these numbers, it's a gracious transfer, yes or no? Guys, you need to put it on chat really fast.
Yes.
Yes. So someone who sees it feel, अरे यार ऐसे ही मिल गया इसको. That is gracious. हम लोग will talk, right? अरे उसको ऐसे ही मिल गया रे. Though it's for money, we'll talk, right? ऐसे ही मिल गया. That is what is gracious. Makes sense, Supraja? It helps. Okay. Now, okay. All good with this introduction, please? Everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good, everyone? Okay. Now, little more detail. Okay. Now, who is my next buddy? I need to, Bhavani, T. Bhavani.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning. Little more detail. Get started.
Little more detail. A unified transfer tax applies to all gracious transfers of assets by an individual, regardless of how or when the transfers are made. The gift, estate, and generation skipping transfer taxes, they are one single cumulative tax over the course of one's lifetime. Shall I continue, sir?
Continue.
Who has to pay tax? The federal gift tax is imposed on the transfer property by one person who is called donor to another who is called donee for less than full or
Oh,
adequate
wait.
consideration.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay. Wait. Okay. I think I'm mixing two different things. Okay, fine. Let me do the first two. Okay. Now there is something called unified transfer tax. Okay. And this is one piece which I want you to understand, buddies. Okay. Unified. Why is it called unified? There are two or three taxes coming together. Okay. You're talking about gift. We are talking about estate. These are two different taxes actually, but they come as one single tax, which is called transfer. So that's the reason it's called unified. We'll come across this unified transfer in multiple places. By the time we are done with session, you'll understand why we are talking this to be unified tax or unified credit or unified whatever it is. You'll understand it. Okay, but for now you understand we have multiple taxes, right? Gift and estate, these two are put into one single bucket. We have been talking transfer tax, right? Now what are these different transfer taxes that we have? We have gift tax, we have estate tax, and we have GSTT. So all these three together are transfer taxes. So all getting together, it's all unified transfer tax. Okay, and we all know it is for the gracious transfers, regardless of how and when the transfers are made. Okay, now gift, estate, and GSTT, they are one single cumulative tax over lifetime. This is what I want you to understand. I have a few examples, okay? Maybe in the next page or something, okay? Then I'll tell you why then you'll understand why I'm saying it to be lifetime. This is one piece which we need to understand, okay? Estate tax or gift tax, these are all lifetime taxes, in the sense you pay it only one, but you feel as if you're paying multiple times. How are we doing it? Okay, we'll understand in a minute. Okay, if you don't, by the time, okay, now by the write it down if you want to write it somewhere. By the end of this session, if you don't understand why we call it as a lifetime tax or cumulative, you see this wording here. If you don't understand this, you need to ask me, because this is the crux of this whole thing. Because if you understand this piece, that it's a tax over life, tax for life, or whatever it is, okay, then you have understood the conceptual concept of gift and estate tax. Okay, so if you don't understand by end of this session, just put me a message or talk. Okay, now, oops. Okay, now who's taking? Let me move my Jyoti lad. You're there, buddy? Jyoti? Okay. Jyoti, you're there? You're not there? Okay, Kishore Kumar.
Okay.
Hold your question for about few minutes, Indranil. I'll answer it. Okay, let's complete this 2 or 3 things that I want to complete, and then I'll take question. Okay, Indranil? Kishore, want to read this 3 paragraphs on
Yeah,
who
sure,
has to
sure.
pay tax?
Sure, sure. Who has to pay tax? The federal gift tax is imposed on the transfer property by one person who is called donor to another, who is called donee for less than full of advocate consideration. The tax is payable by the donor. You want me to continue the next one? Okay.
Let's understand this. Okay, you see, with gift tax, what's happening? We have a person, Okay, who is giving gift to another. Okay, now we need to understand what each of these people are called. One is called donor. One is called Donee. Okay, the person who is giving is called, no problem, Jyoti. Okay, the person who is called, sorry, Chichichi. The person who is giving money is called donor. Okay, the money, Chichi, man, come on. Guys, for a few seconds, I'll not see the chat. Okay, it's not that I'm seeing the chat, I'm losing the flow. I'll not see the chat for a few minutes, but I'll see it again. Put any of your questions. Okay. Huh. Okay. So with so the person who is giving is donor. Okay. The person who is receiving is Donee. Donor, Donee. Now the question is, who is paying tax? So the person who is giving is the one who is paying gift tax. So he is giving what? He's giving gift to someone, meaning what he is transferring. Because he is transferring, he has to pay tax. Okay. So the person who is giving, meaning the donor, has to pay tax. Okay. So the federal gift tax is imposed on the transfer of property by one person who is called donor to another person who is called donee for less than full and adequate consideration. That's what we have been talking, right? This is what is I don't know the spelling of gracious, but this is what I can write for now. Okay. So anything which is less than full or adequate consideration. Okay. The tax is payable by whom? By the donor. Okay. Next one, Kamakshi. R.
Yes.
Yeah. Next paragraph.
Upon the death of an individual, the federal estate tax is imposed on the taxable estate. The executor of the estate pays an estate tax.
Okay. Hold there. Okay. Now, you see, now what was the earlier one which I said I will talk later? Inter vivos. Okay. Now there is something else which we'll talk later. Executor. Why? What is this executor and other things? Okay. So I'm telling beforehand because I see the term here, executor. I'll talk about this when I talk about estate tax. Okay. Now, for now, just understand this. Okay. Upon the death of an individual, the federal estate is imposed on the taxable estate. And who is paying it? It's paid by the executor. Okay. To tell in brief, okay. Now you see this person, this is heaven, this is hell. Okay. Now this guy died and he's thinking where to go, this way or this way. He has his own problems. Now our problem is this guy to chale gaya. This guy is not with us. But the property has go to the legal heads. Now who will do all this? This guy is not there physically, but who will do all these things? There is a person who is appointed, who is called executor. He will take care of all those things, all these administrative things. What are all his responsibilities? We will talk when we talk about in estate tax. But executor is person who is who is taking over the assets of the um, person who passes away. Not taking over means not transferring. It's like It's like I'm putting all the assets at one place of the person who died, and I'm giving it to the legal heirs. That's the responsibility of executor. Okay. Now he is the one. So executor is the one who is responsible for paying estate tax. Now, if you can keenly observe, what are the two things which we discussed here? One is who is paying tax. Okay, for federal gift tax, it's the donee. For the federal estate tax, it is the executor. Now, estate tax is paid on the taxable estate. Gift tax is paid on the gift given to the donee. Okay, everyone clear until this? Kirtana, Kirtana, I don't know why you read earlier, Kirtana.
No, no.
Okay, yeah. Do that last one, please, for me.
Yes, sure, sure. The federal gift, estate, and generation skipping taxes applies to a resident or citizen of the United States, regardless where the transfer property is located. A non-resident alien is subject to the taxes only if the transfer property is located in the United States.
Okay. You see, now the federal estate and these taxes, all taxes we are talking about, to whom do they apply? They apply to resident and a citizen of United States. Period. Okay. Wherever the property is in any country. If I'm a resident, if I'm a citizen of United States, I need to pay these taxes. Meaning what? Why is this happening? Okay, one thing I'll tell here, which I generally speak uh, when I speak about intro to taxes, I'll speak only one or two words. US taxes on a worldwide basis, meaning jahan bhi ho aapka property in this whole world, you have to show it in the return. Okay, so it's on a worldwide basis. Okay, now that we'll talk in very detail later, but US taxes on worldwide basis. Now the federal estate and generation skipping transfer applies to resident or citizen of US. Okay, irrespective of where the property is, irrespective of where it could be in Korea, it could be in South Korea, it could be in North Korea, it could be in India, it could be in any place in the world. If I'm resident or citizen of US, I just need to disclose the property and pay tax on it. There is a transfer. Okay, that's one thing. Now the point is, if I were a resident or citizen, I have to pay tax, right? Irrespective of where it is located. Now, what if I am an NRA, meaning a non-resident alien? If I'm an NRA, I need to pay only if the asset is located in United States. So it's a bit reverse. Okay, if I am a resident or a citizen, I need to pay tax irrespective of where the property is located. But if I'm NRA, I need to pay tax, but only if the asset is located in US. Okay, now I'll see in chat if there are any questions. There are many questions I think coming up. Okay. Sir, if the dead person is not appointed, that will okay. We'll talk more about it, Josna. It's when it's not just with will, but it also happens with court action. Okay, so we'll talk about it. So, and the executor, so that's the reason we have someone called executor, someone called administrator. Okay, so we'll talk about the differences between executor and administrator, and then you'll understand, because it's not that only will can make a person to manage the asset. Without will also it can happen by court action. Okay, Josna. Okay, can you tell difference between taxed?
I have one question, sir. Yeah.
Jyotiya?
One second, Josna. Let me take up the ones in the chat and I'll come there. Okay. Can you tell difference between taxed and taxable estate for less? That's what we have been talking nowadays. Okay. Less than full. Okay. If the value of the gold that I was talking about is $10,000. Okay. Okay. We and you and me and there are Supraja. Okay. You're giving me gold of gold biscuit of 10 grams. You give it to me. Now today's rate is say 4,200. How much should I pay you? Around 50,000 bucks. Yes, that's the consideration, right? You see, what is consideration? Consideration is something. Okay, what is sale consideration? Sale consideration is something wherein I have to the amount that I need to pay you. You see, you are giving me 10. You are giving me a 10-gram gold. I need to pay you 50,000 bucks. Say to make up with ease. That's the full consideration, right? Say you gave me gold of 10 grams and I gave you only about 500 or 1,000 or maybe 2,000 because we are friends. I gave it. So that is it now a full consideration or less than full consideration? It's a less than full consideration, right?
So I have my question was the tax was imposed on the taxable estate, right? So the both gift tax and estate tax is being imposed on the property FMV only, no? Is what my
Yeah.
question is. So
Yes.
why there is a difference in the terminology that imposed on taxable estate? So
Okay.
since
Till
it's
now, hold. Did we come until here now?
no.
What are we discussing? You're because I think you already read taxable estate. That's the
No.
reason. Yeah. No. Then where did I talk about fair market value? Where did I talk about
No,
FMV until
above
now?
we were telling no FMV transfers and all. So I just
You
linked
see.
with that.
Okay. You see. Okay. Only if I'm giving something. Okay. Say for example, you're giving it. You're okay. There are two things. Okay. I think you mixed up two things. Okay. Now you're there. You're giving property to me. Okay. The property is worth $10,000 or maybe $100,000, but you just give it to me for 1,000. So it's one without full consideration. Agreed until then.
Yeah.
Okay. Agreed until then. Yes. No.
Yeah.
So means it's an either gift or either estate, whatever it is. If someone passed away, it's estate. Otherwise, it's a gift. Okay. Now, so that's one piece of it. Does it come under transfer taxes? Okay, meaning does the transaction or does the event come under transaction under transfer taxes? Now, I'm asking Supraja, does this event of getting the property at for a lesser consideration, does it come under transfer taxes? Does the event or the transaction come under transfer taxes?
Yes, because it's for
Yes.
inadequate
Yes.
consideration. Yeah.
Okay, that's one piece. Okay. Now the one you're talking about FMV and other things, that's a second piece to it. How much tax should I need to pay? You see, you gave me a gift, I took it. Okay. You give me a gift of $100,000, I took it. Now, how much tax should you pay? You need to pay a tax, right? Because you transferred property to me. Now, what is the tax you need to pay? That's on the FMV of the property that you transferred to me. Make sense?
Yeah.
You're mixing two different things. Now make them apart. One is analyzing the transaction to understand if transfer tax applies. The second thing is if the transfer tax applies, now what is the value of the property on which I need to pay tax? Make sense?
Yeah. So one thing is, so first when we see a transaction, we have to just bifurcate whether it comes under gift or estate. Then we go to the step two.
Gift assistance, so you'll know it because
Ah,
if someone has passed away, it's an estate. Someone is alive, it's a gift. Simple.
gift. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay, Sagar. Can we know difference between resident? Okay, we'll know difference between resident and non-resident in later sessions. Okay, because it's a bigger definition, buddy. Okay, we have this green card, van card, VAT, all this stuff. You'll come to know. Okay, Sagar. For now, just understand, because whenever I'm not giving a definition, meaning it's okay to pass for now, and you can understand it. I'll give you a question. I'll give a definition later to it when we talk about when we start talking about individual tax or wherever it is required. Okay, Sagar.
Hello.
One second, buddy. Let me complete this. Huh? 1 second. Okay, Jyoti, you wanted to speak something? You're in the you're next in
Yes,
the
yes,
queue.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I want to know more on this. Suppose in case of death, the executor will be there on behalf of the person, right? So this executor will be appointed by the any of the government bodies, like for example, the person has not
Okay.
made any will or nothing.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
and
Okay.
his
Okay.
kids are away.
Okay, Jyoti. 1 second.
And who is going to pay that tax?
Okay, Jyoti. 1 second. Just a while ago, I said something. Someone asked me the same question. You see this? Will and other things. So, okay, say whenever in estate tax, okay, what happens is there could be, that's what I was talking about. There could be an executor, there could be an administrator. Okay, now you see, I like the example that you were taking, wherein parents, sorry, kids are not with them, or kids are away, whatever it is, and there is no will or whatever it is. Okay, whatever it is for that matter, court can come into place and appoint an administrator or an executor. Okay, Jyoti?
After that, the tax, who is suppose the kids are not able to pay the tax or the gift, whatever they receive, who is going to
The
pay and how the
tax,
execution?
the tax is paid from the estate. You see, okay, we'll talk, ask me the same question after we discuss estate tax. Okay?
Sure, sir. Thank you.
If you have the same question after we discuss estate tax, because when you to answer that question, I need to go into estate tax.
Fine,
Meaning,
fine, sir.
I'm because we are hijacking the
Correct. I got
topic.
it.
Okay,
Yep.
because when we discuss about estate tax, then also you're not clear about this. Then ask the question. Write it down. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Can you repeat on executor? Okay, executor is someone. Okay, अब देखो Indranil, this person passed away. Okay, now the assets have to go to the legal heir, right? Or because in US, these wealthy people, they have millions and millions of rupees. They don't even know where their properties are. I'm not talking about $10,000. I'm not talking about $50,000. I'm not talking about 1 million. I'm talking about people and wealthy people who have about hundreds and thousands of millions of dollars and properties, and they don't even know where the properties are. Those are the people I'm talking about, the wealthy people. When we talk about estates, they have big estates. They don't even know where they are. So these kids of them, they also don't know where the properties are. So what, either by will or by court, a person is appointed to see where the properties are and then give them to the legal heirs. We'll talk more about what the duties or responsibilities of executor are, but executor is a person wherein who is accounting for the property or looking where the properties are and then distributing it to the legal heirs. Make sense, Indranil? Helps? By unified tax, you will see unified tax at multiple places. Okay. Hold, you'll not. I'm not surprised if you didn't understand unified tax the first time. By the time we are done with estate tax, meaning we are doing basics now. then we'll go to gift, then we'll go to estate, right? By the time we are done with estates, if you still don't understand unified tax, then ask me. Okay? Okay, Viva? Uh, who will appoint executor? I think by the time you would have known Ramya, because I spoke about a couple of times. It could be by will or court. Okay, we'll talk more about it. Okay. Hardik, you can unmute and talk. Biba, you get it about unified transfer tax? You'll understand more as we speak through. Okay, by the end of the estate.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. No, I missed that part. Okay. Okay, you missed that part. If you miss that part also, it is fine. Okay, again it will come. It will come about 15-20 times in this whole session. Okay. Okay, someone wanted to speak. Who is that?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Hrudik?
Yeah,
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 go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm I'm not asking about how much tax we are paying. I'm just asking you for the gift tax. Donor is paying the tax, but is he paying while purchasing the product or at the end of the filing tax? Something.
He is paying tax for giving it. Okay.
Okay.
You and me are
purchasing right.
No. Let me tell you. You and me are there. Okay.
Yeah.
You and me are there. Okay. You purchased a BMW. I love BMW. Okay. You purchased a GT BMW. You saw GT BMW?
Yeah.
On the roads. Okay. I love GT BMW.
Yeah.
You bought it.
Okay.
You purchased it. Do you pay tax on it? You don't pay tax on it, right? Now, after 6 months, okay, you came to know that Venkat loves BMW GT. He's explaining so well, so let me gift it to him. Huh? So you just give the BMW car to me. Now this is the time you pay the tax. Where did you pay the tax? Did you pay the tax when you gave me the car, or did you pay the tax when you purchased it?
When I'm purchasing.
Huh? Why, Babu? Okay, let me repeat it. Okay. अरे इसमें बीच में 6 months था ना. Okay.
Okay.
You purchased the asset. You purchased it. Prudvik has purchased a GT BMW for himself. Not for me, for himself. Oh, okay, I need to say this. For himself. Okay. So you started using the car. Okay.
Yeah.
After 6 months, you started loving lectures of Venkat, and you came to know that Venkat loves GT, and you just gave it to him as a gift. Okay.
Okay.
Situation is okay. Yeah. Now, where do you pay transfer tax? When do you pay? Okay.
In between those 6 months.
Okay. I'll add some dates to this now. Okay. Now, you purchased the asset on January 2024. Okay. You gave the gift to me in April 2024. When are you paying the transfer tax? For what transfer you are paying the transfer tax? Jan 2024 or April 2024?
Jan 2024.
Buddy, where am I losing?
Like we have to pay the tax from while we are giving the property.
When are you giving the property?
April 2024.
Then why are you saying Jan?
Oh. Yeah, sorry. It's my mistake.
It's the time when the property is transferred. Okay, we'll get to there. We'll see that also. So the property, the tax is on the transfer of the property, meaning the date of transfer of property. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's better.
Helps. Okay. Or the person died, and after a period of time, the family found hidden treasure. Pay karo tax. You need to pay tax. It's not generation skipping. It is estate tax. Okay. Yeah, Shobran, you had something? Okay, does GSTT apply if a person transfers? Okay. Okay. If you have any questions on GSTT, just hold it until end of estate tax. Okay. You'll get more additional information there. Then, because the now what we are talking is all preliminary. We are not going. Did we get into any of the details? We didn't go into any of the details, right? So it's a preliminary. So in the next session or later session, you'll be understanding gift tax in detail, estate tax in detail, and GSTT in detail. So when these three things happen, if you still have the question, then ask me, Nitya. Okay, make a note of this question, Nitya. By the time we are done with GSTT, the question that you have will be cleared. Okay, if you still have, then when we after we complete GSTT, then ask me this question. Okay. Who is paying double tax? Where is the double tax coming from? You need to tell that first. Indranil, who is paying double tax and what double tax?
Yeah, hi Venkat. Good morning.
Yeah, Indranil.
I mean, the example which you were actually referring about the gifting of the BMW. So, this person, when at the time of purchasing of the car, then he's paying tax while purchasing it, and
What
again
tax? What tax is he paying? When purchasing BMW, what is the tax he's paying?
Along with along with that car, he is paying also the tax, right?
Which tax? Sales tax.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. Now, how is sales tax related to gift tax, transfer tax? Okay. Now, this is where we need to understand the funda. Okay. Now, why this transfer tax? Okay, I think I spoke in initial this thing. Why transfer tax?
Because he's transferring the ownership to somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. If the property is still with him, okay, if the property is still with him, tomorrow when he sells the property, even when he sells the BMW, he has to pay tax. Yes. Now, instead of that, he's just giving it away. There are two ways, now. Okay. Okay, Indranil, you are there. Okay, now you also own a GT, huh? Now what you do, there are two ways, okay, of giving me the GT. Okay, you bought GT in January. In April, you need to give the GT to me. Okay, there are two ways. One is you sell. When you sell it, what happens? You create a capital gain.
Yes.
You have to show the income that you have made out of the sale. Yes. You transfer the property, you paid the tax on gain. It was good, fantastic. Now, rather than that, what will you do? You give car to me. You don't pay anything. Meaning, what's happening? What's IRS losing?
Capital
You
gain
don't have
tax. Capital gain tax.
one is you don't have the property with you. You give it to me. I have a property. No, you don't have any property with you now. Meaning, there is a transfer of property without any tax being paid, right? Agreed until then?
Yeah. This I got it.
Now, IRS should catch hold of it somewhere. It will catch hold of it as a transfer tax rather than income tax. It will catch hold of it as a transfer tax. Simple. Make sense?
Correct. Now my subsequent question I have. Now, since I am giving a gift to you, will you be accounted for the tax that you have got a gift?
I show it as an I show it as a gift. I show it as an what do you say? I show it as a property which is with me. We'll talk about it when we talk when you are talking about of gift tax, not this gift tax in income tax. There's another accounting. So meaning I should, if I, okay, if I have to talk about balance sheet, okay, my own balance sheet, meaning you give GT to me, right? So GT is how much? Around 60 lakhs or 70 lakhs, okay, 80 lakhs, okay. Now you give it to me, I show that 80 lakhs in my balance sheet. That's the basis that I have on the asset. So that's the white transaction. Make sense? Now when I sell it, okay, and this is the basis I would have, and I sell, and I also pay gain on it or loss, whatever it is. Okay.
Sure. Venkat, I had another question. There was one point you covered, like it may be cumulative tax over the course of one's lifetime. For this gift tax, estate tax, and GSTT.
And to that, I tagged something. What did I say? You didn't hear that. And so wait until this whole session is completed, meaning not today's session. This whole series of gift and estate tax is completed. Then also you don't understand it, then ask me.
Oh, sure.
You're talking about this one, right?
Yes.
So because by the time I complete today and tomorrow, you'll understand this. Okay.
All right.
But until end of these 3 or 4 sessions, okay, for estate and gift, if you don't still understand, then ask me question on this. Okay.
All right. Sure. Thank you.
Because there are few things which I just touch upon, okay, and leave it, because I know that in next session or somewhere it will be covered. Could you please show page number 1? Are you? What's happening? This page number 1, buddy. Okay, any other questions?
Thank you so much, Venkat.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Nathan. Which one?
Sir, the first page, sir.
I'm on first page.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. You're taking screenshot, eh?
No, sir.
Now tell me the honest this thing, taking screenshot.
No, actually, I am preparing notes, so that's it.
Okay. Anyways, I'll upload it today. Maybe I'll upload this tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Now, Jude Jonas.
The federal gift tax is reported annually on Form 709. To arrive at the taxable gift, deduction and annual exclusions are allowed based on the situation. Generally, the gift tax is applied at the rate of 40% on the taxable gift for the year, within the intention to no tax smaller transfer of property. Annual exclusion is taken to reduce the taxable gift to zero, which is $17,000 for 2023.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, what is the form we use? 709. Okay. Now, to arrive at taxable gift, we'll have some deductions, we'll have some exclusions, all those things. Okay. And generally it is taxed at 40%. And we also have an exclusion of 17,000 for 2023. Now, what is this exclusion? All those things we'll talk about. Okay. But only thing to understand is we use 709 and 17,000. Okay. Right. Now let's see the formula for this thing, and I think this is where we'll end the session today. Now you see, how do we calculate gift tax? Okay, now we take the fair market value of all the gifts during the year. Okay, any gifts that we give to others, the FMV of it, We put it here. Okay. Then we take an annual exclusion of 17,000 per Donee. We'll talk about it in detail. All of this we'll talk in detail. Okay. But this is just a something like a formula for you to understand. Okay. Now, then we have something called marital deduction. We have something called charitable deduction, which equals the taxable gifts for the year. Okay. Then all the gifts from prior year, we add it. Now understand here, why are we bringing this? Because gift tax and estate tax is all about lifetime. In one lifetime, how much did I give? In one lifetime, how much did I give? So I need to add all the gifts I did give in the past. Okay. Now, what are the total transfers to the date? Now, what is my tax? And to that, I add gift taxes computed at current rates on prior years. Now, this and these two are related. Okay. Then I have unified tax credit and the gift tax due. Okay. So, guys, there are few things which you don't at all understand. Now, you may have multiple questions coming up about gifts from prior years. Okay. Gift taxes, no, unified tax credit. Okay. Or this one. These three are the main ones wherein questions are popping up in your mind. But just hold them. Just hold. We are doing only an overview. By the time we complete gift tax, you'll get answers for all of these. Okay. So that's where I pause this session and we will continue tomorrow. Okay. So, but no, we are not at ending the session. I just pausing the session. Okay. Now, what is the homework? This I'm not uploading today. I said this I'm not uploading today. Tomorrow, 5 minutes, first 5 minutes. I don't know whom I will pick up. Maybe I'll pick up 3 people. Okay. Maybe for the first 5-10 minutes. You need to tell me in your own what we discussed today. That's all you need to do. Maybe based on the notes you have written, maybe based on the things that you understood, whatever. But even if you're telling wrong, I want to hear it. Guys, let me tell you, that's the exercise. अगर आपके दिमाग में कुछ भी गलत बैठ गया, मुझे वो भी चाहिए, so that we can fix it. So don't feel shy of speaking. Don't feel shy of talking. So tomorrow it's 3 people whom would be, I'll be picking it up. I'll picking tomorrow morning, who will be talking about what all we discussed until now today. Okay. I'm not uploading this today. I'll only upload tomorrow. So
Sir, can you please go to the first page once?
now ho gaya. Now I'll not go.
No,
Oh my
sir.
god, no. Ho gaya. You see, now one.
No, sir, I have missed one
No.
point.
No. I know,
Okay.
buddy.
Okay.
That's the reason I'm on the last page.
But
When I'm doing, huh? What did
like
you say?
just one thing I wanted to clarify. Like we are not in deep, but just we know the
We know that. Because the reason I don't want to go is now you know what happens. You become conscious. I don't want you to become conscious.
yeah. Like we
Whoever,
can explain about
yeah,
the gracious and then how much which part we will take.
Yeah.
Okay,
Only until this part. Only until this part. Only until this.
Okay.
Only at that time. That I'm saying now. Only until what we did today. This one until this. Okay. So who spoke earlier? That lady? I don't know who. Who's that? Who spoke?
Jagriti.
Okay,
Jagriti,
Jagriti.
sir.
Don't worry, Jagriti. You
No, sir,
jitna dimag
I
mein
understood little bit.
how much you understood, you just maybe I'll ask tomorrow you only. Now
Yeah,
this is
no
under
problem, sir. You
just
can ask.
just say what you have.
Yeah.
You know, that's where that's where the whole drive is. If you are, because whenever you say something, you will say what you understood, right? So if you understood something wrong, I'll know what you understood wrong, right?
Yes.
Then I'll correct it. Ho gaya na?
Yes, sir.
Kirtan, I am not now. I said session ho gaya. I'm not repeating anything now. Kirtan, okay? Doubts, yes, you can ask. No, no contact screen. Short guy. Man.
Sir, Vignesh here.
One second. Before even that, I need to take Sudhanshu's. I think that has been laying on. One second. I generally come in order. Don't take me wrong. I
Sure,
didn't
sir, sure.
mean that I wanted to cut you off. Okay. This calculation is for all reportable values. So, Sudhanshu, we just understood that what we did today is we just understood that there is a number called 17,000. बस उतना ही समझो ना. We'll get into how we calculate, how we report later. Okay? Don't just understand there is a number called 17,000. Chill maro. Yes. Who was the one who was talking? I didn't see the name.
Sir, it was me, Vignesh.
Yeah, Vignesh.
Sir, I require a small help. I think in the first session, you had shared your mobile number, the WhatsApp number to get connected with you. So, if possible, can you share once again? I could not attend the first session, so I had seen the recording. And in the recording, the chats are not visible, sir. So, it will be helpful if you
So
could.
the point is, I need a BMW GT for my phone number. You're ready to give it? Arey yaar, come on, I love GTs, man. And that too, these days I'm seeing too many GTs on the road. Oh my god! But I don't have money to buy a GT. It's so cute, you know. It's lovely.
Agreed, sir.
It's on the screen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Cost, it's almost around 90 lakhs or 1 crore.
But like Venkat sir, if you're in US, then it won't like 1 crore is it's done to you.
Yeah, I'm not in US. I'm in India.
I have been in US for like previous year. That like all Indians and so many Indians using costly car.
Yeah, my cousin also has a BMW. He always talks about BMW. I'm like, "Arey idiot! Don't talk me about BMW with me." Here it's like,
yeah, I know.
what?
It's
Someone wants to give me a G wagon. What is the G wagon? I don't know what the G wagon is.
It's a luxury SUV from Mercedes, sir. Like it's a all-round SUV.
Which one,
Better
wagon?
than
Hey,
G wagon.
I'm ready to take that also, Nal. You see, I'm ready to take it.
It's better than BMW GT, sir.
Okay, but you see, I'm a BMW fan. That's the problem, na? When you're a fan of someone, it's a fan, huh? Right? I don't know why, but yeah, fan of BMW. But no money to buy BMW. Toy. Rajalakshmi. Now you'll send me a toy car, or what? I'll give my address. Send a toy car at least. I'm thinking I'll change the logo of my city. Put a BMW there. And there is another BMW fan, Sagar. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I know today was the day wherein we started pure technical or pure subject compared to last week. You're okay that you're understanding things? You're fine? Good. So far, yes. Sudhanshu is like बाद में भी देखते हैं, बाद में भी देखते हैं. I understand, Sudhanshu. I understand. Can I unmute? Yeah, Navya, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yes, hi Venkat, this is
Hmm.
Navya.
Hey,
Today
yeah.
is the first class I have attended. I've anyways go through the recordings.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I'm very new to this subject, so how shall I go forward for the preparation? Like today, if I'm starting for the preparation, so
You go along with me. You follow me. Simple.
okay, yeah,
That's it.
I'm
That's
not
all you
getting
do.
any in detail doubts because I don't know anything about this subject,
You
so
need,
I'm just
you need, you
memorizing
need,
the words.
you don't need to worry anything. You just follow me.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask you this. How many attended my sessions earlier? I think I need to get this one. Me, Nalin, I think Ravi was also there. Same boat. Most of us sailing on the same boat, Sudhanshu. Yeah. Arey, uh, so whoever attended my session earlier, um, because I try to make it consciously, but you tell me because feedback is very important, right? Do you feel the change in the way I'm explaining? Is it better off than earlier? I don't know who is answering yes for what. Or at least unmute करके बोलो ना. I don't know yes for what. I don't know. Who is there? Yes for both. Yes for better. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I consciously was trying to do something different from last batches. So let's see how much I can continue this. Okay. Good. So any other questions before we close? And I'll slowly start increasing the speed. Okay. Maybe in the next 1 2 3 sessions. Tomorrow we'll complete this overview. Then one day it will be next week's. One day it will be estate. One day it will be gift, and yeah. Hey, now it's not a slide; it's a book. Meenakshi, come on. What, Meenakshi? I'm trying to make a book, and you're saying slides. I hurt here. Blood is overflowing, Meenakshi. What was last session's going through the forms? Last session. Now again, blood is overflowing when you said sorry, Meenakshi. Man. Last session, Nalin, it was only forms and other things. So now it's this. Okay. Chalo. Thank you so much. Yeah. Someone is chatting. Sir is the donor. Sir is the donor. Ha. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day. See you tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Thank you.
Huh?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Adarsh.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Someone was talking. Sure.
Yeah,
Thank you.
have a great
Huh? You want me to give a gift, eh?
guys.
Give. And give the gift. I'm ready to take. And he left. He wants to give a gift, but he left. Oh my God. Where is the gift? Gift from my side. What is it, Pritesh? Oh, your gift. My slide, you're giving it to me. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Yes, Raj Lakshmi, give it to me. Give the gift to me.